Alright, welcome back, fellow Planeswalkers. So, Chandra and Nisa continue to crawl through the cave system on the Isle. So interesting thinking about this Pericle journey and how it also shapes up differently depending on how many players you have in the party and yeah, just where is it going? You know, as we discover the city of Porta and this whole continent and the social hierarchy and all these characters that we meet. So let's see the scenario strategy. So here we have remember there was an altar, and I in the Pericle game it just says that the spot is an altar. I don't think there is a figure or anything, but I have a landmark figure that I would use for that. And the Strix are summoned here, and I guess Nisa and Chandra get to start. In these zones, Strix are small-scaled flying creatures that swarm over their prey. They are too small to embattle a hero, but they can become embattled themselves. So when they fly toward their prey, they must stop in a hero's front hex. However, the hero may move freely, except that hero may not enter hexes with Strix except by grappling them. So yeah, so they show them as little like QBs. Was it initial map details? Yeah, they don't even have actual figurines for this. I guess they just give you little black dots. You've disturbed a nest of Strix. These tales of these eyeless bat-like creatures and damage an entire swarm can inflict upon their prey. Alright, so your details. One enemy card to represent all Strix. So I have like an army card. So mine are the Dusk Hunter bats. So here's that altar that I was talking about. This would be like the figurine. And it just has 3 defense, 6 life. But here are the Dusk Hunter bats. They are bat horror creatures. And it's funny because instead of being little cubes, these are actually like large. Like they are really big figurines. So, no. Gnawing Swarm, if there's at least one other Dusk Hunter bat adjacent to the same, yeah, one other adjacent Dusk Hunter bat, they may attack one additional time and get -1 defense until end of turn. So yeah, that's pretty nasty. They roll defense dice against attacking figures who are not adjacent. They get +2 defense. So that'll be happening, and they have stealth flying. So let's get this guy started. Oop. I hope these guys start like this. And the bats, I think, we'll refer back to whatever Pericle says. Alright, Strix cannot attack adjacent, blah blah blah, d6. Victory is achieved when all Strix are illuminated. Exit setup, and then you can roll initiative. Thing I like about Pericle, this Loremaster app, very cool. Roll initiative, but it tells you kind of what happened. So heroes have won the initiative. Oh, yeah, but then you can choose like, do the enemies move first or the heroes? I don't think enemies move first. Yeah, so here, this is what I'm talking about. Here's the meat and potatoes. As the Strix fly into the open map, count the first hex as 1 movement. Strix have 10 freaking movement. No, I gave my bats 6 movement. But the leading Strix will fly and stop when adjacent to the closest hero. The remaining Strix will fly over heroes out of reach of melee weapons and end up adjacent to heroes in the back. When adjacent is still flying in the air, can attack, and then it gives like -3 attack defense, armor defense. I don't know. I guess I should maybe read the rules. Should I feel stupid for not reading the rules? But I just don't. I don't. Yeah. All right. But we're continuing with episode freaking 7 of Pericle. Blah 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 blah. Distribute the Strix so they are evenly distributed in the approaching each of the heroes, with more of the Strix targeting the closest heroes. Okay, yeah. So what's their kind of NPC movement and attack phase and all that. So that's cool. All right, let's get Nisa and Chandra in there. So let's see, Nisa. Maybe she was looking at the altar, and Chandra is trying to light everything up. So maybe she's the one who lit everything up. Okay, episode 7. So I keep typing strikes. Bats go first. So the dust hunter bats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chandra's definitely always getting the heat. All right, so this bat, Gnawing Swarm, when attacking with a Dusk Hunter bat, if there is, I guess let me just drag the army card up there. That'll be the best. If there is at least one other Dusk Hunter bat adjacent to the attacking Dusk Hunter bat, the attacking Dusk Hunter bat may attack one additional time and gets -1 attack until end of turn. Now, does that happen with every single one of these guys? And my answer, because I guess I made the card, yeah. If I had all of these guys here, they would all have double attack, and on their double attacks, they get -1 defense. Yeah, because there's just one more piece I guess that was missing here. Gnawing Swarm. When attacking with a Dusk Hunter bat, if there is at least one other Dusk Hunter bat adjacent to the attacking Dusk Hunter bat, the Dusk Hunter bat may attack one additional time. So even this guy being here gives this guy this ability. This guy. Yeah, I thought I had to add some kind of clause about, oh, he has to be adjacent to the same attacking figure or something like that. No, let's do it. Okay, so this figure, C versus Chandra. So Chandra's got 4. Let's draw some spell cards for the Planeswalkers. And once again, thank you, Unhinged Man Child, for your insight into Roll20 with the all cards in hand. You mentioned that instead of all cards in hand, you can do it by deck. And it very clearly shows you the use of the cards in the green deck, the use of the cards in the red deck. So, thank you. Alright. Poor Chandra, she's gonna get swarmed. Can't have these Planeswalkers just hanging out. So let's see. Yeah. Well, next time they get out, or next time I give them a chance, I gotta start having them summon squad creatures, because, yeah, we're in episode 7. Half of the spell cards don't make sense unless you have freaking squad creatures and stuff in your hand. Yeah, squad creature. See? So, we need to start summoning creatures. I should have technically done that, note to self, if I'm like, had to replay and do this again. Episode 6, when they're inside the cave, after they defeat the captain pirate, and before they keep climbing further into the cave, they find all those crystals and gems and all the stashes. That's when I should have given them the ability to have squad creatures. But we'll go through this one, and we'll figure out another chance where they can thematically get those abilities and powers. Alright, so let's just deal with what's Bati. So it's going to be this Dusk Hunter bat versus Chandra. So that's going to be 3. And Chandra rolls 4, so she blocked it, and now it's going to be 2 against her 4. And she blocked it. Alright. That was the first bat. C. Now it's going to be bat A. 3 dice. Chandra's defense blocked it. Combat again with a -2, -1, and then Chandra rolls 4. 74. 4. So she's a planeswalker. She's ballistic combat. Those were the two. See, I mean the potential there though. Yeah, 1 got whacked. Yeah, so that's the end of the turn. That's now. Let's see. Should it be Chandra or Nisa? Chandra. Nisa. Nisa's turn. Let's see. Nisa's gonna play an artifact card, and I just explained this last game. Artifact cards are kind of just like enchantments. They add to the game instead of enchantments and sorceries. I wanted to add artifacts. Lotus Petal. Sacrifice it to play 1 extra spell this turn. So that would break the game by adding. They allow you to play an extra spell card, and that belongs to Nisa. It's not really like on her. Just trying to keep track of like who owns it and where. A little bit of space. Trying to keep this as a nice tight map. Okay. Nisa doesn't mention anything about the altar, huh? No, we're in combat, so it's like doesn't say add new ally combat. Attack flank strike. Attack and attach strikes. Yeah. Nope, that's it. So she's at the altar. I'll have her attack B. So that'll be 2 combat dice. 1, and then what's this evasion stuff? When Duskhunter Bat rolls defense dice against an attacking figures who is I feel like that's worded weird. When a Duskhunter Bat rolls defense dice against a non-adjacent figure, it gets +2 defense. Period. There you go. So 4. So that's going to be her 3 to his 4. And he blocks it. So that was Nisa shooting. Measure yeah, it was like Nisa shooting him. Nothing though. Nisa move. Where does this go? Can you like run off the map? Run away, Chandra! One way was you heard water, and the other way was you heard thumping. Yeah. No, I'll have her just stand there. So now it's Chandra's turn. Let's see. Chandra's going to. Ooh. Hello, Searing Spear. So let's see. Chandra's going to do Searing Spear. She'll do that to A, and then Chandra's going to yeah, target opponent reveals his or her hand. They don't have one, so I'm going to discard this one and for superheated. Discard a red card to deal 1 damage to target creature within 6 clear sight spaces. So I'll do that to this guy as well. So that kills him. So he's out. Just put him there for now. Just as I do my turn and stuff resolves. Now, that was 1 spell card that was not a spell card, that was me discarding a spell card. Now I want to play my second spell, Raining Brimstone. There it is. Deal 4 damage to target creature flying up to 5 clear sight spaces away. And that's a spell, so I should be able to just nuke this guy, Mr. B. And then now for my third spell this turn, yeah, I'm going to play an artifact. And it's going to work just like the other one, and it just sits there until it sacrifices it, and then I can remove 2 damage from one of my figures. So that hangs out next to Chandra. Oh, wow, this is going to be a quick video then, you guys. What are we, 15 minutes? 15 minutes? That's it. Little bat. Well, what we'll do is we'll go back into Pericle and we'll keep crawling through and we'll see what the next episode's going to be. Okay, so now cleanup step. So that was her third spell card. I'm done clicking on spells. Thank you. Well, I played all of Chandra's spells though, huh? And then now it's combat. Chandra versus Dusk Hunter Bat C. Chandra is going to begin her first, because she's got double attack. First combat, nothing. Second combat, wow. Dusk Hunter Bat 2. That's it. So, shouldn't it have been Nisa's turn? Did I screw that up? Fast fire and that turn. Okay. Nisa's gonna shoot the bat. Target squad. Target squad. Target creature. It's a Black Lotus. What would that look like? You may play 3 additional spells this turn. Sacrifice the Black Lotus. That's crazy. So according to my customness, if I sack a Black Lotus and a Lotus Petal, and I had plenty of spells, I could play 4 spells. You may play 3 additional spell cards this turn. You may play 1 additional spell card this turn. No. Here's what you do. You play 3, then you sacrifice this one, then you play an additional one. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh. Imagine that. Okay, I've been waiting the whole game to get 7 cards in my hand. Wow, what a crazy... Think about that, what that would do to this kind of game. I'm just getting ready to supercharge my attack. So Nisa attacks for 3 to the Dusk Hunter Bat, and the Dusk Hunter Bat blocks, and he takes 1 damage. Now it is the Bat's turn. I don't know what that first thing is that I clicked on. Okay, Bat's gonna attack Chandra, and I think that's just 3. Oh, the Bat gets +2. So he blocked it. He blocked it! It was all those spells of what you do to the other bats. Other than that, these bats are actually pretty hoardy. So it's the bat's turn. So the bat goes to attack Chandra for 3. Chandra goes to block. And she has to take 1. And now... that's the end bat turn. Now we'll get back to... I think it was supposed to be Nisa's turn. Nisa will... what was that? Rod of Ruin. Once per turn, you may discard a card and deal 1 damage to any figure in play. If you have 6 or more cards in your graveyard, discard Rod of Ruin. I don't think I have any cards in my graveyard. I don't even have a graveyard. Okay, once per turn you... okay. Nisa plays Rod of Ruin. I guess this card's broken. You may discard a card. Yeah, right. Face down, flip card. You may discard a card and deal 1 damage to any figure in play. Rod of Ruin. In play, discard another card. Take a flip card. 2. Yeah, these are crappy cards that don't do nothing. Do another point of damage. 2. And then discard the 3rd flip card. Crappy card that doesn't do nothing. To deal 1 damage to any figure in play. Any figure. Damn, that's freaking... that's strong. Note to self, Rod of Ruin should get changed to figure in play should be clear sight spaces, and it should be not figure, it should be creature, and you shouldn't... and right now, you definitely shouldn't be able to do that more than 3 times. And then I'll have to ask Unhinged about this 15-point cost. He might have already talked to me about it, so... Alright, that's the Rod of Ruin. Rod of Ruin kills the last of the Dusk Hunter bats. And as a fast effect, Chandra's going to discard her Potion of Healing so she can heal back to full health for episode 8. Yeah. So Rod of Ruin did it, huh? Okay. The girls lost down there. Lost that down there in the depths of the caves, the darkness, the altar. Alright. Now Chandra and Nisa, like the screeching of the bats ends. Go back to Pericle. Victory. Congratulations. Every member of your party has awarded 1 piece of cardboard. Additional heroes may conduct a rest. Oh, I didn't have to use that card. Well, it's not like you get it back. Continue. Whoa! So, we continue forth through the maze of the caves. The attacking Strix fall still, and the remaining vermin retreat to their nest. They won't bother you again. You haven't made it far from the intersection, though. But yeah, of course, I'm still... which way, left or right? Creatures hidden amongst the stalactites and crevices chittering overhead as you head down the path to the right. But they now ignore you. Ahead, a pitch-black opening looms like the maw of a massive beast. So yeah, I can go back to the beginning or continue further in the cave. I'm really interested in this cave system. Let's keep going with the Minecraft. It's so funny because like I could have, I mean this episode, where is this episode going? Where, this game came through playing, like I mentioned earlier in the episode, the world of Pericle, the city of Porta has many places to go. I think currently, right now, the other two places, if I were to start heading back, right, the Central Passage, the Assassin or Thieves Guild was the other place that notable plot line seems like where it could go. But I'm really kind of working or trying to milk out this cave just to see what it says and does and do and really where does it lead. The other option is that you just try to get on a boat and get the heck out of there. So yeah, there were a couple other options of the way that the path could go on Pericle. So I really believe that no two game through plays really would be very similar, especially after introducing all these other custom mechanics and spell cards and stuff. It's just wildly different. So okay, so continue to no further into the cave. Whoa! We did it! Goonies never die! Wow! You travel further into the cave and come to a large cavern. Straining your eyes in the darkness, you note an object protruding from the floor several spaces ahead that appear man-made, but its details remain obscured by the lack of light. All heroes may roll a moderate perception check. Remember to apply all penalties for darkness to your party without a light source. Let's see here. So let's roll d20. So I'll do that for Chandra. I'll give her +2 because she's the one. Yeah, right. And maybe Nisa with the +2. Yeah, no, that still wasn't enough. You hear the sound of gentle waves to your left, which I think is what was happening earlier. As you begin to make out the shape that sits in the center of this cavern, it appears to be a crumbled piece of stonework, perhaps a fountain or a statue. Additionally, you can make out the rectangular outline of a massive set of doors set into the far wall to the north. Several shapes lie to the ground to your right, but whether they are stones or corpses, you cannot tell. Yeah, it's like they always give you keep going or turn around. So it's so nice to know it's like, yeah, I could probably go around. The other cool thing about Pericle is this redo button. I think if you really get messed up and you wanted to, you could. Yeah, do you want to go back one story? Morning, you're only allowed to do this once. So it's like, that's pretty cool too. But no, let's walk further into the room. Don't click continue, otherwise, I think I got upset episode 5. I was like, oh, I didn't play the video. No, operator error. I rewatched it. You forgot to click the button. Actually, let's stop the music real fast. We'll go back. The best experience.
You scale the natural staircase and enter an open expanse of darkness. In the center of the cavern is some sort of man-made structure, perhaps a crumbled statue or fountain. The west side of the cavern meets an underground lake. Against the far wall of the cavern is a large rectangular structure that is reminiscent of the entrance to a mausoleum or a site of worship.
Oh, so I didn't even have to read all that stuff? That's crazy. Alright, enemies in this combat. None. Place your heroes in the starting hexes. Okay, so, I might change this. I might kind of just play around with this and see where else this goes. But yeah, interesting. Okay, so episode 8. What secrets does this area lie? What should I? My mind is kind of wondering. Should I have like golems, like a golem protector, earth elemental? I see these dead guys. Should I have some kind of water spirit or some kind of spirit? All right, let you guys decide. I might add enemies, or yeah, let's see. Okay, cool. Yeah, these maps with nothing going on, it's like okay, scenario details. Like then what? You just roll the 20 side die. You may move into the chamber. Movement. And then what do? Study architecture, search for hazards, examine. Oh, you actually like, yeah, roll to examine. That's cool. Okay, we'll do that next time. So thanks so much for watching and hanging out with me again as we discover Pericle and what lies deep, and apparently what was lying deep in the past the altar were these bats, which we have overcome. All right, the continued story of Nisa and Chandra through the Pericle game engine. Game story with the AOTP combat engine. All right, all right. So that's episode 7. Stay tuned for episode 8. Thanks.